Hi everyone, welcome to another Yarn Scrap Friday with me, Laura, and in this video it's going to be more of a sort of top tips tutorial, and I'm going to be teaching you, giving you some advice on how to make sure that when working in the round it keeps a more circular shape, so it stops going a bit hexagonal like this one and a little bit more like this one. Okay, so let's begin. When working in the round, traditionally most of the increases are made quite equally in the same place as you increase if you're used to working in the round. But as you get bigger, though your project gets bigger, you kind of end up with this sort of hexagonal shape, which isn't so bad if you're working on, say, an amigurumi project and turning it into a ball shape as a head or whatever. But if you're working on a flat project like a coaster or something, then it's kind of a little bit disappointing sometimes to end up with that hexagonal shape, and you'd rather keep it a little bit more circular like this one. So I'm going to teach you a technique, pretty easy technique, of just staggering your increases to keep a more circular shape than this one. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so I'm just using a DK light worsted weight yarn for this example, and with that I'm using a 4mm G crochet hook. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to start off a very simple working in the round project. So I'm going to chain 4 to begin, as if making it could be anything. I could be making a coaster, could be making a doll's head, could be anything. So I'm just going to start off with a chain 4, 2, 3, 4. So this tutorial really is for those that are just used to crocheting and want to just have a little bit more expertise to make their projects a little bit better. So if you're new to crochet, I do recommend checking out my beginner tutorial. So I'm just slip stitching in that first chain to form a loop, then into the center of that loop, into the hole there, just wrapping it around the chains. I'm just going to work 6 single crochet. I'm just going to do a little chain 1 first. I'm not going to count that as a stitch. I'm just going to work 6 single crochet, and this would be the same for both ways of making your, we'll call it our little mini green coaster. So the first round is going to be exactly the same for each one, depending on what shape you want to make. So I'm just working some single crochets as patterns in US terminology. 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm just going to work 6 single crochets into that 4 chain loop. I'm going to pull that tail end, and then I'm going to slip stitch into my first single crochet. So this round is going to be the same no matter what shape you end up with, whether that's a hexagonally shaped circle or a really nice circular circle. So slip stitch into that first single crochet, and I've got 6 stitches there. Now the second round, I'm just going to do a little chain 1 again, don't count that as a stitch, and this round's going to be exactly the same for each variation as well, because we're just going to do 2 single crochet into each stitch around, so we're just increasing up, so it's going to be the same. So I'm going to go back into the same stitch I just slip stitched into, and in there I'm going to do 2 single crochet, so 1 and another one in the same stitch, 2. I'm going to do 2 single crochet into each stitch around, so I'm going to double my stitch count up from 6 to 12. So 1 and 2 in here. So this round's going to be the same. So just start 2 stitches into each stitch around, so they're all the same. Okay, so 2 in the next one, and it's coming up to the last stitch, 2 single crochet in this last stitch, and it sometimes looks like there is an extra stitch at the end. So let's finish that last one. Sometimes looks like there's an extra stitch at the end, and when you work into the same stitch you slip stitched into, you end up with this kind of fake stitch at the end. the same stitch just overlapping. So check your stitch count: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We're going to skip that little fake stitch, skip your tiny chain 1 and find that first single crochet. I'm just going to slip stitch into there to join this round. So this round's going to be the same. Okay, so far our little circular green coaster still looks nice and round, like so. And the third round's going to be the same as well, so it doesn't matter how you do the third round. For either one, it's not going to affect the shape just yet. So I'm going to do a little chain 1 to begin. Then in the same stitch, slip stitched into, I'm just going to do 1 single crochet this time, so just the one. Just 1, and then in the next stitch I'm going to do 2 single crochet, and this turns our stitch count from 12. It's going to add on another 6, so it's going to become 18. So there's our increase, and we just repeat this pattern doing 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets. So in the next stitch I do 1 single crochet by itself, just 1, then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so repeat that all the way around, doing 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. It doesn't matter whether you start on 1 single crochet or 2 single crochet, it really doesn't matter. So I'm just going to do that until I end up with a stitch count of 18, and back to 1. So because I started on 1 single crochet first, I should end on 2 single crochet. But if you start with 2 single crochet first, you'll end on 1 single crochet. Really doesn't matter. And this will be the same for both circles. So whether you're making a more hexagonal circle or a more circular circle, it really doesn't. This round doesn't make any difference. So I'm just waffling now. Okay, so I'm just going up to the end and then ending on 2 single crochet. So I started with 1, 2, and there's our fake stitch, and then there's our first single crochet, so I'm going to slip stitch into there. Okay, so this round, doesn't matter how you do it, it's going to be the same for both. You can already just about see it starting to go a little bit hexagonal. And if we continue in a nice, neat, lining up our increases, we're going to end up with a hexagonal. So I'm going to show you that first, the normal way of doing it. So what I would do next, I'll do a couple more rounds and show you how it ends up being hexagonal. So chain 1 first, and I'm going to carry on doing 1 single crochet in the same stitch, slip stitched into, so same as last round. But then I'm going to do 1 single crochet in the next stitch. I'm basically crocheting 1 single crochet up until I get to that increase. You see I've got 2 there, and then I'm going to do 2 single crochet. So when you line up your increases, this is what makes it slightly hexagonally in shape. Okay, then I'm going to repeat that pattern doing 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. So 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochet, you can see is in that previous increase. So 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochet, 1 and 2. Okay, it's got 2 in there. Then the same again, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 2 single crochet, increase, 1 and 2, then 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. So we're lining up our increases to all be in the same place at the moment. See, they're all lining up. 1 single crochet. And this is fine. Working around this way is fine. If you're just making like an amigurumi doll or the head or body or whatever, it's fine. It doesn't particularly affect the shape. But if you've got a flat project, same with hats, it's fine with hats as well. But if you've got a flat project and you really want to keep that circular shape, then it can be kind of noticeable. So it's coming up to the last one, ending on 2 single crochet, because there's my previous increase. You see the 2 there, 1, 2. So ending on 2 single crochet, then there's my little fake stitch. Find that first single crochet and slip stitch into there. Okay, so that's that round, and that should be really starting to see the hexagonal shape appear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can almost count the sides, 6, and that's how many we are multiplying up by, is 6. So I should have a stitch count of how many now? Is it 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. So I've got a stitch count of 24 now. And then the next round I would do, instead of just 1 single crochet in the next 2, I'm going to do 1 single crochet in the next 3. So I do a chain 1, start off with that 1 single crochet in the same stitch. Then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. 1 single crochet in the next stitch. So you're doing 1 single crochet in the next 3 this time. Last time it was 2, and the one before that was just 1. So next 3, and that's gets you up to your increase again from the previous round, and that's, we're lining them all up, so we're doing 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So this is a good way, if the shape doesn't matter so much, it's a good way of being able to just remember where to put your increases, because you just do 1 single crochet up to the previous increase, then stick your increase in there. So it is easier to save having to work it out. So 1 single crochet in the next 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the increase, which lines up. 2, 3, then 2 single crochet in the last stitch. So in this method, I'm always ending on 2 single crochet. That's where my increases are lining up. So, and then slip stitch to join the round. So if you line up your increases to be in the same place every time, like this, there's one there, there's one at the end there, there, and there, you can see it starts to go a little bit hexagonal like that. It's probably be quite familiar to you, especially if you're working amigurumi projects, that this happens. So to stop this happening, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the 3rd row. So I'm going to undo this one, this round, and undo the next round. Okay. And then, so we've got 1, 2, 3. So we've gone back to the 3rd round where we've just done the 1 single crochet in the next stitch, then our 2 single crochet increase, and the 1 single crochet, then the 2 single crochet. So this is the 3rd round. First of all, you did your 6 single crochet, then we did 2 single crochet in each stitch around, so that can't be changed. And then the 3rd round, we did 1 single crochet in the same stitch we slip stitched into, and then the 2 single crochet. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. It doesn't matter whether you start off with a 1 single crochet or a 2 single crochet. This round will be the same. So, and as you can see, it's slightly hexagonal, but to stop it getting any worse, we are going to, instead of lining up our increases, we're going to stagger them. So do the opposite of whatever you've done on this last round. So if you started off with 1 single crochet, then your increase, we're going to start off with 2 single crochet. So going back into the same stitch you slip stitched into, have I done my chain 1? Yeah. Going into there, I'm going to mix it up, stagger it, and I'm going to start off with 2 single crochet to begin. Starting off with 2 single crochet. Then on this round I was doing the 1 single crochet in the next 2. So in the next stitch I do 1 single crochet, next stitch I do 1 single crochet, and then I'm doing my 2 single crochet, 1 and 2. And as you can see, that increase is not lining up with my previous increase, it's actually in the middle. So then I'm going to go back to doing 1 single crochet in the next 2, 1 and 2. So that's going over my previous increase, which is there. Then I'm going to do 2 single crochet. So I'm just staggering my increases instead of lining them up. So it's fairly simple really. Then I'm going to do 1 single crochet in the next 2, and then 2 single crochet, 1 and 2. Then 1 single crochet in the next 2, 1 and 2, then 2 single crochet. Then 1 single crochet in the next 2, then 2 single crochet. And because I started with 2 single crochet, I'm not going to end on a 2 single crochet. I'm actually going to end on the 1 single crochet in the next 2. So 1 and the last stitch just the 1. So I've alternated my increases, and I'm going to slip stitch in that first single crochet to join the round. So I've alternated my increases to be different from the previous round. Okay, and as you can see, because I've alternated my increases, it's much rounder. So for the next round, what I would do is alternate again back to the opposite way of doing it. So I would do my little chain 1, then in the same stitch I slip stitched into, I wouldn't do 2 single crochet like on the last round. I'm just going to do the 1 single crochet. And this time we're doing 1 single crochet in the next 3, so I'm going to do those straight away before my increase. So 1, 2, next stitch 3, and then I'm going to do my 2 single crochet increase, so 1 and 2. So that is the opposite. See, there was my last increase. I've now put my increase over here, so it's not lining up. I've alternated, and it should line up with the one from the second but last row. So there was the last one. There's 1, and there's our increase. So it lines up with the next but 1 row. And then I'm going to go back to doing 1 single crochet in the next 3. 1. We're going over the increase, skipping it, so 2 and 3, and then we're doing our 2 single crochet increase. So I'm completely alternating my increases between starting off with the 2 single crochets, then on the next round doing the 1 single crochets, then going back to doing the 2 single, starting off with the 2 single crochet. So I've lost track of where I am now, so there's my increase, so 1, 2, 3. So if you alternate between, it should create a rounder project. So have I done that right? 1, 2, 3, yeah. So I shall just finish this round, 1, 2 and 3, and show you the difference that staggering your increases makes. Okay, so this time I'm going to end on 2 single crochet, 2, 3, then 2 single crochet. So all my working the round projects start off very similarly. They do however many stitches you work into your 4 chain loop, then the next round you would do 2 stitches in each, and the next round you would either do 1 single crochet, then an increase, and then the next round you would need to work 2 single crochets and an increase. The next one will be 3 single crochets and an increase, 4 single crochets and an increase for the next one, so on and so forth. But by staggering them, you can see here that it's created a much rounder project, like so. So it looks a lot more round than the last one. So there we go. So just simply by alternating your increases, you can create a much rounder coaster. And just by starting off your projects on one round, you would do the 1 single crochet, first, then the increase. The next one, start off with your increase and then work your stitches. Next one, do your individual stitches, then the increase. And the next one, we would start off with an increase first. Then we would do 1 single crochet in the next 4 for the next one. Hopefully that makes sense. And then by doing it that way, starting off with either the 1 single crochet or the 2 single crochet, it should hopefully be fairly easy to keep track of where you are. But that's it for now for this tutorial, and I will see you soon for some more crochet fun, and I hope you found that useful. See you soon. Bye.